time today.
Today on Las Vegas Now.
How much money do you have in case of an emergency? Find out how many Americans are unprepared to come up with cash in a pinch.
And Target's new swimsuit ads are unphotoshopped and fabulous. More on the pictures that have people talking today.
And a makeup class for women and men who are battling cancer. We're going to show you how it's helping patients feel a little bit better.
You are watching Las Vegas Now with Lindsey Simon, Kendall Tenney, and Mercedes Martinez.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Las Vegas Now. I'm Lindsey Simon.
And I'm Kendall Tenney. A good show coming up today, including the stories you just heard about and a baby who looks exactly like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, you told me about this story when I came in the door, and I'm like, okay, let's see this one. Spot on.
It's really
identical.
Close. Yeah.
And a Wheel of Fortune fail. We've seen a lot of these in the past, but this one has to take the cake.
Yeah, one letter away, really easy, but it's blown. It's
fail.
Yeah. And we have cool summer or spring drinks coming up, along with the free makeup class we talked about for cancer patients, which is fantastic.
And I can't wait to get into this. They are offering classes for local cancer patients and their family and friends, so it can be kind of a group effort. So amazing stories coming up. But first, we are going to check in with Ted to see our weather forecast. Ted, what's happening?
Hey, it looks like outside right now. Now it's starting to get a little more active, guys. Earlier today, very sparse rain at all, nothing. But now, as promised, we're starting to see some showers out there. Let's focus in on the radar. Boulder City, you just got some rainfall. That's now moving off towards the lake at this hour. Reported a wind gust of 48 miles per hour. That shows me that we actually had a thunderstorm there. Right now, the valley is dry, but that could change as we head on through the evening. Here's our best chances for that rainfall. Again, due east, East County, Mojave County, also into Utah, where we have the best chance for thunderstorms too. Slight chances here in the valley over to Nye and Lincoln, but we can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm as well. This is the best chance with the bulk of the rain and the energy, but slight chances are still in the forecast for this evening. Speaking of this evening, here's your planner. Temperatures have cooled off in the 70s, so we're going to have 60s this evening. Notice the winds outside, still breezy at times. Slight shower chances this evening, and a slight shower chance again for the morning hours too, as we start off our morning in the high 50s for tomorrow. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let you know exactly what to expect in your neighborhood and rain tallies in your neighborhoods and the upcoming week with another shower chance again as we head into the weekend. That's all straight ahead in your most accurate forecast. Paul Christian, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, Ted, thank you. The White House is condemning violence in London after a man used a vehicle and a knife in an attack that left at least 5 people dead.
Now, this happened near Parliament when a vehicle rammed into a crowd of pedestrians on Westminster Bridge. Police say the suspect got out and stabbed a police officer before he was shot by police. Both the officer and assailant were killed. Investigators say a full-scale terror investigation is currently underway.
We believe there was only one attacker. I'm sure the public will understand us taking every precaution in locking down and searching the area as thoroughly and exhaustively as possible.
Now, at least 20 people were also hurt in that attack. One woman was pulled from the Thames River near the bridge and is being treated for her injuries. The House of Commons, which was in session at the time, was immediately suspended. And President Trump also talked with British Prime Minister Theresa May about that situation.
A 47-year-old teacher in Henderson has been arrested for indecent behavior with students. Last month, Henderson police went to Brown Middle School to investigate claims of inappropriate behavior between Jeffrey Schultz and 3 of his students. The victims are said to be 13 and 14 years old. The girls claim that Schultz told them to stay after class to speak to him privately, which is when they say he spoke to them inappropriately. Schultz faces charges for annoyance, molestation, or indecency towards a minor.
A Valley taxi driver is behind bars accused of sexually assaulting a passenger. 25-year-old Abdul Based faces 1 count of sexual assault. Police say on March 8th, a woman contacted the taxi company to report a lost phone. Management investigated the claim by looking at surveillance video and found she had been sexually assaulted while incapacitated. The taxi driver was taken into custody on Friday. Anyone who believes that they also might have been a victim is asked to call Crime Stoppers.
Things are getting back to normal at Summerlin Hospital after reports of an armed suspect turned out to be a false alarm. Around 9:30 this morning, police say they received a call that a man had entered Summerlin Hospital with a gun. A portion of the hospital was put on lockdown while police investigated. It's unclear if that person had a gun or not, but as of now, no one is in custody and no one was hurt during the hospital lockdown.
Well, President Trump is urging Republican House members to vote for the GOP bill meant to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. The House is scheduled to vote on it tomorrow, but there might not be enough support to pass it on to the Senate. The latest count from CBS News shows that at least 24 House Republicans remain opposed to the current American Health Care Act.
Obamacare is making it much harder for all of the doctors, nurses, and healthcare professionals, men and women alike, to do their job. As insurers flee Obamacare's broken marketplace, and it is broken, it's broken badly, the insurance companies are fleeing.
Eliminating the Affordable Care Act means eliminating an awful lot of things that people badly need.
The Nonpartisan Budget Office estimated that 24 million Americans would be left without health insurance under the current GOP plan.
Today, local law enforcement increased patrols to make sure children are buckled up safely. During the morning rush, Henderson police teamed up with Safe Kids Clark County to hold a mandatory child safety seat checkpoint. Vehicles with child passengers were directed to a Safe Kids fitting station. If the child was improperly buckled, safety technicians demonstrated the correct methods to safely secure the child.
This was perfect because I'm just driving through and I asked for help, and here you are, because that's what I needed. And I knew I knew like 99% he was safe, but I just, that little bit that you think maybe, it could be a little bit better, I wanted to make sure it was perfect.
Nevada law requires all children 6 years of age and under 60 pounds or less to be properly restrained in an appropriate child safety seat or booster seat for their height and weight.
AT&T officials say at least 17,000 employees are on strike. Now, this involves workers in Nevada and California who install service and work in call centers. Union officials say the company is asking technicians to perform tasks above their pay grade. They're now on strike until that issue is resolved. AT&T is working with the union to negotiate a new contract for those workers.
Raiders management is in town, and they're talking about building a future here in Las Vegas.
Oakland officials are exchanging ideas with Steve Sisolak at the Clark County Government Center just days before the NFL owners meet. And that's where we find our own John Treach. Hi, John. How's it going?
Well, hey, guys. Well, the Raiders have run a lot of risky plays the past 60 years, but none more anticipated or scrutinized than what they're trying to draw up right now. Here's what we know. They are meeting with Clark County Commissioner Steve Sisolak, who's been part of the process way before anybody believed that this was possible. Way when everybody else was cynical, he was cautiously optimistic. Sisolak has been an advocate, but also one who's given a voice of reason, because this is not an easy process. Right now, we know that they're talking about a few things. Number one, financing. Is Bank of America really going to provide that loan that will make the Raiders come to Las Vegas? We also know that they're probably talking about location. Will it be that site off of Dean Martin and Russell? And of course, who will share the stadium and what entities will be able to play there when the Raiders are not? So a lot of things up in the air right now, as we are 5 days away from an NFL vote. And of course, we need 24 votes from the owners to decide if the Raiders are moving to Las Vegas. Reporting live, John Treach, 8 Sports Now.
5 days. Thank you so much, John. Of course, we're going to have a lot more news coming up in the 5 and 6 o'clock hours.
That'll do it for this news update. Now back to more of Las Vegas Now.
Christiane and Paul, thanks so much. Chuck Barris, the man behind the Dating Game, the Newlywed Game, and the Gong Show, has died. Barris died of natural causes at his home in New York. He created the Dating Game in 1966, and future celebrities who appeared on the show include Michael Jackson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Farrah Fawcett, and Steve Martin. He also hosted the Gong Show, which aired from 1976 to 1980. Chuck Barris was 87 years old.
We should do our own, dating game show in his honor.
That would be
Bring
good.
in, some spouses or significant others and see if we can.
The Newlywed Game or the Dating Game, either one. Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be fun. You can be the host.
Okay.
I think you'd be great at that.
That's always been my dream, too.
Well, Target's new swimsuit ads are being praised today because instead of using stick-thin models and heavy editing, the models are women of all sizes and Photoshop-free. The series of ads features a skateboarder, a dancer, and an activist rocking their favorite suits. TV host Cammie Crawford, another one of the featured models, wrote on Target's website that confidence is contagious, and we couldn't agree more. So, Kendall, I personally love this because I don't like seeing all of the, if you like triangle bikinis, that's your deal. Do you, boo. I like modest bathing suits.
Okay.
So, and they're showing a lot of that in these new, in Target's new ads.
Right.
Do guys face, like, do you get worried when swimsuit season comes around?
I don't think we have nearly the same pressure as women, and I really dislike, for the record, when you're talking about triangle swimsuits, the Speedos for guys. Oh. No, please, no.
You don't do the monokini?
Oh
you
my
don't do
gosh, no. That would clear a beach faster than just about anything.
Everyone's got an image in their mind.
Don't, get the image out of your mind, quickly. All right, speaking of unsettling thoughts, here's another one. About a third of Americans say they would have a hard time coming up with $2,000 in case of an emergency. The New York Fed released a study finding only about 67% were likely to come up with the money in a month. The differences were most pronounced by credit scores. Only 11% of those with a credit score of 760 and above said they would have difficulty versus the 64% of those with a credit score of 680 and below. Yes.
Yes.
It was a pensive moment. I was waiting for.
I'm wondering if I would have. I don't know.
Okay.
I do pay off my credit card in full, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you guys are young. I mean, you're newlyweds.
Yeah.
You're in good shape.
We're rolling in dough. Psych, psych. Well, one makeup giant is helping cancer patients find their inner beauty. Coming up, how one store is teaching men and women to regain their confidence.
And which fruit is a must for your morning coffee? We have some spring drinks you've got to try.
RC Willie's coupon book contains over $5,000 in savings.
Moving slow. Today's move that could pick up the pace. Plus, forget about coupons and fancy apps. Tips to cut your grocery bill today on 8 News Now at 5.
Have you ever wondered what butterbeer actually tastes like? Well, the Harry Potter flavor could be coming in form of ice cream. Youngling Ice Cream says the new flavor is going to consist of buttercream and butterscotch in the mixture. The idea did come from J.K. Rowling's description of butterbeer, in which she called it, quote, a little bit like less sickly butterscotch. President David Youngling says they hope to make the Harry Potter author proud with their new flavor. And speaking of drinks, it is time to brighten up your taste buds with a taste of spring. Christine Jirsa from the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf is here to tell us why it's all about coconuts this spring.
Yes, yes.
You've got some great drinks, cool drinks as we start to warm up outside. You don't want hot coffee necessarily.
No.
But you've got some great ways to freshen up.
Yes, well, we're just introducing our caramel coconut beverages. You can do it ice blended as a hot latte or on ice.
What is the most popular among those?
Ooh, that's tough. I'd say right now the ice blended.
Yeah.
Being so warm.
Yeah, as it warms up, I'm sure that becomes more and more popular. This right here looks like a soda, but it's not.
It's not. It's not. Iced coffee. Have you had iced coffee?
I have not.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, iced coffee, cold brew is all the rave right now.
Okay.
It's less bitter, and the acidity is taken out of the coffee through the cold brew process.
And speaking of cold brew process, now people can do the cold brew at home. I'd never heard of this before.
Yes, in your own home.
Tell us how it works. If people want to have cold coffee, ice cold coffee at home, they can do it with this.
Yes, well, this Hario coffee pot, it comes with a filter, your glass canister, and what you're going to do is the process of the cold brew takes about 8 hours in your home to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you want to start the night before, for sure?
Yes.
Okay, so
and you're going to use our Coffee Bean brand cold brew coffee.
Okay. How many?
5 scoops.
5 scoops, got it. Yes, right about there. That's about 5 scoops, right? No?
Maybe one more.
I mean, okay.
Just for good measure.
There, a little extra coffee eat there.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're going to slowly add the cold water. It's really important to use the cold water, hence cold brew.
It is cold.
Yes.
I can vouch for it. And,
slowly pour.
Oh, slowly. You did say that.
Yes.
And yet I started to immediately. Okay, so tell me about the popularity of this, because I had not heard of it before.
Well, the cold brew, it accentuates the taste of the coffee. It enhances, yes. Okay. And through the cold water process, as opposed to using the hot water to brew the coffee, it's taking out the acidity out of the coffee bean.
And then
So the flavor is really rich and full-bodied.
But it's not ready yet. You got 8 hours.
No,
you got to let it sit.
You've got 8 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you put it in the fridge after this?
You do.
Okay.
You put it in the fridge. But before you pour yourself a cup the next day, you're going to want to, after the 8 hours, take out the filter.
Okay. And where can people get these?
At our coffee bean stores.
All right, and you are in the coffee bean at the Venetian. Yeah, you've been there for 11 years.
Yes.
And the traffic has to be great there.
Oh,
right?
yes.
That's great.
Perfect locations.
All right. Christine Jirsa, and I'm going to keep pouring.
Okay,
and
yes.
we'll just, in 8 hours, we're going to have some ice cold coffee right here. We'll just hang out for 8 hours, right?
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
absolutely.
Coffee bean and tea leaf, thank you so much for coming.
You.
And tomorrow you're hosting an open house tomorrow?
We are. We're having an open house. All of our locations, excluding the McCarran Airport and the UNLV campus store, but $2 off of our spring drinks.
And that's, is it between a certain time?
2 to 6.
2 to 6.
2 to 6.
All right.
Yes.
Christine, thanks so much for joining us.
Kendall.
Lindsey.
You need a taste tester for those finished?
In 8 hours, yes.
In 8 hours?
Oh,
There's
the other
some
ones.
finished
The other
there.
ones are ready now.
Let me try it out for you. Well, cancer patients are getting a confidence boost thanks to a new campaign. Find out what store is offering free classes to help those undergoing treatment feel beautiful again. But first, here's today's trivia question. What is the only state in the U.S. where coffee is grown? We'll have the answer after the break.
Now is the Planet Nissan.
Before the break, we asked you, what is the only state in the U.S. where coffee is grown? The answer, Hawaii.
Aloha.
Everyone in studio got that.
Not everyone.
Good job, team. Not everyone?
No, there were some who didn't guess, who didn't venture a guess, and you can't win if you don't guess.
Selena, our producer, said she didn't.
Puerto Rico, it's also grown there, but that's not a state.
Oh.
Doesn't count.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, Sephora is inspiring beauty in everyone by launching a nationwide beauty class for women and men with cancer.
Yeah, these are called the Brave Beauty and Face of Cancer classes, and they're going to focus on solutions for those whose skin and hair have been affected by cancer treatments. It's part of Sephora's Classes with Confidence program, which provides complimentary workshops geared toward teaching basic makeup tips to build confidence in people who are in the midst of major life transitions. This 90-minute class goes through everything from skincare to makeup techniques for complexion, brow, and eye makeup.
Sephora's Town Square and Fashion Show locations are hosting a class on April 2nd right here in town, and the Venetian will have one on April 6th. Now, if you can't go, don't worry. Store employees will be wearing lavender pins to identify themselves as a resource for those seeking tips. I think this is amazing. Some of you may know my mom has been undergoing treatment for cancer. I mean, this is her 4th bout of chemo treatment. And while she handles it with grace and humor, and she's like Superwoman in my eyes, they does have those moments where she's like, I don't have eyelashes, I don't have eyebrows. No one teaches you how to do makeup when you're going through chemo. So if she had a class like this, it would change everything for her.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting, too, because this does strike a chord with a lot of people whose family members have been battling cancer or battled cancer. It's interesting that it also is for men as well who are going through this transition and all these effects of chemotherapy and different cancer treatments.
And you watch movies that deal with this type of thing, and they don't show that you lose your eyebrows, that you lose. So I think it's amazing what Sephora is doing, and they'll continue to do it.
Yeah.
You just go up to someone with a purple pin.
Kudos to them for sure.
Yeah.
Spring training gets a big league boost thanks to the World Series champs, the Chicago Cubs. Coming to town. While you might have a hard time, though, getting tickets, we're going to tell you where to find some.
And we love these gender reveal videos. Find out how one dad went above and beyond to surprise his family and friends.
This portion of Las Vegas Now is sponsored by Burnham Construction Services.
It's easy to make your home your way at RC Will.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for baseball, right?
Oh,
you ready for baseball?
Peanuts, Cracker
That's
Jacks.
right. Pittsburgh fan, husband's a Chicago Cubs fan.
Yes.
I say go Rangers. The Major League Baseball season is just around the corner with the first regular season games on April 2nd, and preseason baseball is coming to Las Vegas with Big League Weekend kicking off this Saturday. The world champion Chicago Cubs, how wild is it to say that, are going to face off against the Cincinnati Reds at Cashman Field. If you're hoping for tickets, though, it's sold out. Although, you can still grab some tickets and pay a premium on sites like StubHub.
Yeah, the Cubs winning the World Series was an emotional moment at our house.
One your husband won't let you share, right?
He won't. won't. I captured it all on video.
Yeah.
And he won't let, he thinks it's a personal thing. We can't share it
It's
on
a personal
social media.
moment. Yeah, if he grew up a Cubs fan, I don't blame him.
Yeah, from Chicago and has been a fan all of his life. And if you know anyone from Chicago, you know they are hardcore about their Chicago pizza.
Oh my gosh, and we found out about this connection today.
Oh yeah, let's...
This is so exciting because we found out we like pizza from the same place and the exact same toppings.
We order the same pepperoni and sausage.
Yeah, Amore Pizza is the place. If you haven't been there, this place is really good. It offers up the flavors of Chicago. I don't even know if that's true. It's Chicago.
Yeah.
All I know is it's really good pizza, especially their deep dish pizza, which I actually haven't had. But we stopped by to get a closer look at how the deep dish pizza is made.
Well, this is our actually third expansion. Now we have a lot of room. We don't really necessarily need a lot of reservations. If a party of 12 walks in, family, it's not a big deal. The people are always so sweet, the way they talk about home and the way it makes them feel here. It's kind of nice to see that. They love the new wall designs. They take pictures with all of it. They love the food. They love the deep dish. They say it's as close as they can get without actually being in Chicago itself.
The traditional is our flours, the way we make the dough, and our ingredients. We are using all fresh ingredients. We just load them up with our shredded cheese. Even our shredded cheese is done we do in our own shredding. Then we use our imported tomato, and we just squeeze it right on top of the pizza. All the cheese has to be covered. So we just keep squeezing it. When we see the whole pizza is nice and red, there we go. And then we use our pepperoni, and then we slice it to the nice in thickness. Then when it's baked, you can get the good flavor out of it. And then we can stop it, goes right on the shelf. And it will take about 25 minutes. We can take it out, and we'll bring to our tables. As you see, we have a nice little knife that we use. And there's your pizza. It goes for the servers, and they'll pick it up. The ribs are pre-cooked in the house with the steam, and it's imported from Denmark, and that's a true baby pig ribs. Here's we all set with our beautiful ribs with the condiment. We just have a beer and wine license, so we carry beer on tap, beer on bottles, a nice selection. So we have a nice selection of house wine. Our location is on Durango, between Spring Mountain and Flamingo. The hours is 11 to 10 every day. I hope you enjoy it. Best pizza in town. Buon appetito.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
You can check out Amore Taste of Chicago. It's located at 3945 South Durango Drive. You can also order online, which is what we do, at AmoreTasteofChicago.com.
I've never ordered the delivery. I go there with my friend Andy Gable, and we'll sit down. Every time we sit down there, and he's from Chicago, so he's the one that introduced me to it. We sit down and we order a large pepperoni sausage, and it's the same routine every time. We sit down and say, boy, you know, I'm not that hungry today. And by the end of the lunch, there's one slice left, and we're both looking at each other. Like, who's going to take it? An entire pizza, the two of us.
You give it to him, though, right?
No,
Nice guy. Okay.
no, absolutely not.
Swipe it.
This next story is fun. Ed Sheeran sings the song Shape of You. Well, someone did take on the shape of him. See who looks like a carbon copy of the pop superstar.
70. Provided by Walker Furniture.
CBS Tonight.
You are watching Las Vegas Now with Lindsey Simon, Kendall Tenney, and Mercedes Martinez.
All right, here are a couple of stories that are trending now. And this is one of the most elaborate baby gender reveals you're ever going to see. Taylor Kalmus wanted to make their second child's gender reveal a little extra special and creative. He did that. Now, this is the fast-paced version. This takes about 2 minutes to unfold. He made a Rube Goldberg machine. That's a device known for its domino effects. It took him 3 days to put this surprise together. The contraption contained household items, baby toys, and a lot of duct tape. It takes more than 2 minutes for it to all unfold, goes through the elaborate process, and ultimately fires a cannon that reveals either pink or blue confetti. What do you think it's going to be?
Pink!
There you go. It's a girl. It's become a viral sensation, this video. A lot of viewers, though, asked him, what a mess. I mean, it went through his entire house. But Heidi, his wife, says she didn't care. She loves it. She loves the wacky ideas he has. That's why she married him.
3 days to do that? I would not have the patience.
And I guess he had to go through a 50, 60 trials for it to work before actually having his friends load the cannon. So he didn't know the baby's gender either.
Yeah, I've had friends that got the gender of the baby in an envelope, gave it to a friend, gave it to a baker, and the baker put the blue or the pink inside the cake.
Idea.
It is cool, and it's fun. When you do it with your family, it's neat.
Yes, and then create viral videos.
Yes. Well, some people are born to be stars, and some are born to look like them. Photos of Isla Walton, a baby from the UK, have been trending lately because of her uncanny similarity to Ed Sheeran. I cannot believe this. Social media has gone crazy over this picture, dubbing her baby Ed Sheeran. One person even said, why does this baby look more like Ed Sheeran than Ed Sheeran does?
They could put a little goatee on her, maybe.
It does look like him when he was
really
a little younger.
I wonder if she sings.
Maybe. I don't think she talks even yet.
No,
but
okay, maybe
we'll
not.
have to updates with baby Ed Sheeran. Oh, she's so cute. Well, it's March Madness, but it's also swimsuit season. And if you need a little help getting your body, the body you've always wanted without the surgery, stick around. We may have a solution. Plus,
these kids are talented. This is the guitar quartet from the Las Vegas Academy of the Performing Arts. We're going to hear more of their work coming up.
Today on 8 News Now at 5, Resorts World, a promised game changer for the Strip. So why is construction moving slow? Today's move that could pick up the pace. Plus, forget about coupons and fancy apps, tips to cut your grocery bill. Today on 8 News Now at 5.
Traffic Now is sponsored by Ed Bernstein and Associates. Enough said, call Ed.
For information.
look at those funky fresh kicks worn by Carlos. We keep talking about his sneaks today. All right. Well, as we said earlier on the show, confidence is contagious, especially come swimsuit season. But if you need help getting there, body contouring may be the solution you're looking for. It can melt the fat away, and the best part is there's no surgery. Tara Leszewski from Opulence Med Spa is here with everything you need to know about body contouring. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what is body contouring and how does it work?
Yes, body contouring, actually it's a two-part process. And what we do first is we actually go in with ultrasound waves and we break down the fat. And then what we do after that is we go in with radio frequency and smooth and tighten the skin.
Okay, so how long would this process take?
The actual process takes about 30 minutes each session. So we go in for that 30 minutes, and first we go in with the radio frequency, and we break down the fat cells by kind of shaking them up. The sound waves go in there, they shake them up, they break down the fat cells, and what they do is implode, and we basically drain them through our lymphatic system. And then part two is the radio frequency, and what that consists of is building the collagen in order to kind of flatten out the area. If there's little dimples and stuff, we go in there and we get it nice and clean.
Where did the fat cells go?
They disappear. They actually implode, and we drain them naturally through our body. So staying hydrated is very important.
Okay.
Hydration is basically the only thing that you need to do, but no downtime, nothing like that. Just staying hydrated, and it kind of flows through your system. We naturally expunge it.
So does this go under the category of like a lunchtime procedure? Could people do that?
Okay. Absolutely. Come in, we'll do all the work, you relax, and then you go right back to work and do your thing.
Nice. And what areas of the body can you do?
Yes. Any area of the body we can, if you have like that stubborn chin that you haven't been able to get rid of, or that little gobble area that you just can't get rid of, we can do any area of the body. We actually have specialized tools that are specialized for each individual person and each individual area, small, large, whether you work out a lot or you aren't the type that works out very often, this procedure is for you.
Okay, and I want to know more about this hand piece that you all have.
Well, basically what it is just personalized. So we have small ones, we have larger ones, and it just helps us contour the body. So the most important part once we break down the fat cells is getting it to, is being able to contour the body.
Okay, and what kind?
And we do that through radio frequency. So the radio frequency is what helps smooth and contour.
I see, okay. So you're not going to have the bumps even after, okay.
Tightening is what's most important after the radio frequency because we're breaking down those fat cells. So the breaking down the fat cells and then smoothing it out is how you make it look, you know, look nice.
Okay, and quickly about the results, what can people expect to see?
Results. You're going to see inches off the area.
Oh.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're going to lose inches. We're going to show you right away. So we're going to totally bring you in,
what a difference
measure you.
We're seeing here, too.
Yes, we're going to measure the area, and we're going to let you see right away. Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely.
All right.
And the radio frequency is what helps tighten the area. So it's the two-part process is what makes it different.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
You're
coming
welcome.
in.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. All right. All Las Vegas Now viewers who call and book today will receive 40% off. Wow. A package of 4 treatments. Give them a call at 702-733-8810 or visit their website at opulentspa.com. Kendall.
Well, this month we're going to be featuring a school every week for our Music in Our Schools program. And today is the Guitar Quartet from the Las Vegas Academy for the Performing Arts. The group is made up of both juniors and seniors and is taught by Mr. Bill Swick. Evan, Ben, Gabe, and Jackson. Take it away and play us out to break.
Fashion says.
Let me tell you, it's always cool. And the boss don't mind sometimes if you.
Oh, yeah. People tune in for this part. The dancing.
No, they click away. It's really what.
It's like the Elaine dance.
Come on, y'all, and sing it.
Go low, go high. Go low, go high. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, producer just got in our ear. That's enough. Please. I get it. All right. Here's a chance for you to help out police officers and the Injured Police Officers Fund. Showtime Car Wash, hence the song Car Wash, will be hosting a fundraiser honoring fallen North Las Vegas officer Chad Park. It is being held on Saturday at on the 25th at both locations on West Tropicana and in Centennial Parkway, in North Las Vegas.
And here's another fundraiser. This one is to help retired Metro canines. The Friends for Las Vegas Canine Charity Golf Classic will be Saturday, March 25th in Boulder City. You can sign up on their website.
Yeah.
Also, 2 local nonprofits received generous donations today, thanks to our community pride partner, Finley Automotive Group.
Yeah, Finley Subaru awarded the money today to Safe Nest and Red Rock Search and Rescue. I was honored to be the MC of the event this morning, and it was great to see how excited the charities were. They didn't know beforehand how much money they'd be receiving.
Welcome, everybody, to the celebration today, really, of a tremendous event for Share the Love, a program that Subaru has been doing for 9 years now, and it has raised more than $94 million.
There's nothing more enjoyable for us to do than to give away $70,000 like we just did today, and to give it back to local charities. I mean, you know, the real heroes here are the people from Red Rock Search and Rescue and from Safe Nest for the good work they do in the community. So for us to be able to help them a little bit is very rewarding for our staff, for everybody involved with Findlay Automotive, and so we're just we're thrilled to be a part of it.
The core value that we have here at Subaru of Las Vegas and Subaru of America is to be able to give back, and you know that's what we're here for. And you know, we've got 100 employees here that work every day, and we love doing stuff like this, and you know, that's what business is all about.
First off, let's talk about Safe Nest and welcome Liz Ortenberger. Hi, Liz.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
So tell us a little bit about Safe Nest for those who are not familiar with it, and most of us are.
Right, so Safe Nest takes victims of domestic violence from crisis to confidence, whether that's in our housing program, our advocacy program, or our prevention program or outreach. We work with victims of domestic violence to help them pave the way for their future.
Yeah, and you guys have been doing this for so many years now.
Yes, we have been doing this since 1977.
Donald, tell us a little bit about Red Rock Search and Rescue.
Well, Red Rock Search and Rescue is the Las Vegas search and rescue team that's all volunteer. We're a Good Samaritan group that looks for missing hikers, missing young children, and Alzheimer's patients. And 200 members of all volunteer in orange out there ready to help and assist with Metro and the fire department and those who are assisting in finding our lost ones.
And people would be surprised probably to hear how often you guys are deployed.
Amazing. Last year we deployed over 65 missions, and this year we're on our 18th mission right now.
So we're going to start off with Red Rock Search and Rescue and present their check. It's a little bit more than it was last year. So Donald, here's our check for this year, $31,000 to Red Rock Search and Rescue.
Donald, tell us a little bit about what this money will be used for.
What this money is going to be used for is to continue our training program. We offer first aid training to the public. We'll be continuing training for our search and rescue members, as well as continuing to develop our command staff and our radios, helping to communicate when we're out in the desert searching.
But Liz, if you'll come up, like I said, I've been involved with Safe Nest for many years, and so I know that this is going to go to good use. And so today we have a check for Safe Nest for $41,712.
And Liz, this obviously goes a long way.
Absolutely. It's $70 a night for every person that we house in shelter, so I cannot do the math that quickly, but this is tremendously helpful for people that are fleeing domestic violence and getting their lives back together. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Good stuff. They've done a lot of good with that program.
Yeah, I like that story.
Well, our 5 o'clock news starts in just a few minutes. Let's see what's up with Dave Corvassier.
Hey, Kendall, good to see you there today. That's nice work. It is, well, it's a packed show today at 5, guys. We are talking about the replacement of Obamacare and the opposition to the White House's plan. It's not just Democrats, though. We talked with Republican Senator Dean Heller about his suggestion for the Trump administration to get more conservatives on board. Plus, Michelle Mortensen cutting your grocery bill without the use of coupons. She'll give you all the details. And we'll take you live to the massive Resorts World project. Will it ever be completed? How county commissioners are hoping to help move that project along. Those stories and more coming up at 5. Back to you guys at Las Vegas Now.
Thanks, Dave. Spelling and pop culture may be skills you need to win Wheel of Fortune. Oh, man, this one kind of hurts. It's a major flub by a contestant. We'll show you what it was.
The contestants are here.
Meal today and order ahead with our app.
Good afternoon, everyone. A busy day in the weather department. Clouds around. Temperatures have cooled off to the 70s, too. We have some pop-up showers out there, but the big gusts are still out there as well. Close to 30 miles per hour. Notice the temperature changed 9 degrees cooler than we were yesterday at this time. Showers mainly around Boulder City and down south along the 95, dry in the Las Vegas Valley and out towards Prump. That could change for tonight, as we still have that low spinning, going to give us some showers possible. Better chances will be east. 52 degrees tonight, breezy and cool. Showers about a 30% chance, along with a chance of isolated thunderstorms. Your gusts between 25 to 30, so prepare again, guys, for another gusty night tonight. We'll have another update coming up in a 5 o'clock hour. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Ted, thanks so much. A lot of us may be good at guessing when it comes to Wheel of Fortune. Are you?
Pro. I watch it with Gran, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, you're good. Well, one contestant probably thought he was good when he watched it at home, and you do have to pass tests to get on the show, but he failed miserably to get one letter. The contestant spun the wheel right here. You know what it is, right, everybody? And he was thinking he was going to get more money for $600. He guessed, oh, man. Lisa. He guessed that instead of a streetcar named Desire, he guessed a K. So it was a streetcar naked Desire.
Well,
obviously, he missed it. But now he's gone viral, so he's got that going for him.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he was on the
what?
show.
If he gets popular enough, we'll probably make more money doing side gigs. I mean, think of the lady that said, ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, she's making bucks.
Does she make money off that, you think?
Yeah. I think there was, what was she doing? She was in a commercial, and then I don't know if she coined the term, so anytime someone used it, yeah.
Well,
she's making money.
I'm not sure this guy can parlay it, though. You know, how do you say, I'm the guy that said a streetcar naked desire. That's kind of, you know, you got
Not
15 seconds of fame and you're done.
Well, whatever.
I know. He's got stories to tell his kids.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
We'll see you back here on Monday. We've got March Madness coming up tomorrow and Friday.
The new